Anambra shine with our sweat and blood.
When industrialization is implemented, a state is fully guaranteed to satisfy its population. By providing strategic guidance, support and incentive for businesses, Governor Soludo CFR is attracting investment, fostering innovation and creating a conducive environment for industrial growth in Anambra State. Through certain initiatives, the governor is enhancing the competitiveness of local industries and fostering economic diversification in the state. This is Solution Footprints, and my name is Chidimma Oranwa. In today's episode, we'll be exploring the state government efforts in engendering sustainable industrialization in Anambra State. Join us. Anambra has continued to improve its ranking as a major trade, commercial and industrial zone in Nigeria. Some of Nigeria's best-known industries have their roots in Anambra State, and they are leading in agro-food processing, food and beverage, automotive and pharmaceutical industries, to mention but a few. Thus, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Soludo CFR, has taken it upon himself to industrialize Anambra by deliberately and intentionally creating new economic zones, industrial parks, and business clusters to deepen the ease of doing business through purposeful and planned industrialization.
And that is one of our vision for Anambra, to transit from a largely informal commercial economy to one that is industrialized, the one that is a technology hub, and one that is a leisure entertainment hub. That's our long-term vision for this state. Our government is committed to do everything that we can to ensure that you have conducive environment, conducive atmosphere for us to industrialize and become the industrial hub of Nigeria. We have the global networks to establish partnerships with people from all over the world. So from all those companies that you import, let's form partnership with those who are exporting to you to come down to Anambra, establish the factory here. We meet local demand, and over time, we will now be exporting, from importation to exportation.
The ease of doing business in the state was strenuous due to lack of industrial parks and business hubs to promote shared facilities to modern industries. Today, under the visionary leadership of Governor Soludo, Anambra State is witnessing the transformation of infrastructure in its environment to promote local as well as foreign investment, encouraging innovation and enhancing the reduction of the cost of manufacturing in Anambra State by developing the now completed master plan for the new Anambra Industrial City.
Anambra State has always been the home of industry, the home of Igbo enterprise, the home of commerce, with an agrarian base. The fame and fortune of Anambra State as an entrepreneurial area has been long established. As you know, we have some of the most famous trading centers on the continent of Africa in Anambra. Onitsha has long been recognized as the largest trading city in West Africa. Nnewi has always been known as the home of enterprise and industry. Awka has always been known as Smith City, a place of blacksmithy, exceptionally high-skilled workers, and so is Ibuku and so on. Anambra has always been, historically, the home of enterprise, commerce, trade, and industrial development. Over time, historically, clusters has emerged, industrial clusters in Onitsha, in Nnewi, in Ekulobia, parts of Awka. Today, for the very first time, we have an administration under Professor Soludo working to reorganize and plan Anambra in a systematic, deliberate, and purposeful way to ensure better land use, better use of the land space, mapped out specific areas for industrial development. We've mapped out new economic zones, and we're also mapping out new cities that will be developed. So we have a 4,066 hectares of land between Oboji, Agulezuku, Fuma, Abu, and Ekulobia. That will be the new Anambra industrial city. That 4,066 hectares of land has an industrial park within it for automotive, an agro-processing industrial park, and then there's the pharmaceutical industrial park. And there's a generic industrial zone, complete with entertainment, hotels, facility, and a financial center to serve the industrial zone. We also have, located within the same space, a helipad and a landing strip, a new airport that will serve that new economic zone. As you know, the general idea is to distribute people so that the population clusters don't converge in one location, as we have seen in Lagos with Ikeja Airport. The export emporium itself, which will serve as the point of clearance for all things to be exported out of Anambra, will be located within the industrial city. So all of these efforts are geared towards reorganizing, strategizing, and better planning the industrial development of Anambra.
Investing to enable the people of Anambra State to become the best of themselves is one of the reasons Governor Soludo launched a policy of free education to assure that a knowledgeable workforce, entrepreneurs and innovators will rise from the next generation. Governor Soludo also initiated One Youth, Two Skills to ensure that both educated and naturally talented youths can learn new technical vocational skills to become entrepreneurial employers of labor or to acquire the skills set to work in new industries. In order to orchestrate the rise of an indigenous industrial class of entrepreneurs to drive the proposed industries, the Soludo-led administration convoked a business policy roundtable session with importers aimed to encourage them to move into manufacturing and to commence serving their local customers goods made in Anambra and ultimately begin to export their products. The meeting, which was held at the International Convention Center, OCA, had the theme From Import to Industrialization for Export.
Industrialization, technology, leisure entertainment will become the shining lights of the future. A part of my passion for how can government deliberately help private businesses to flourish.
In further support to entrepreneurs and industrialists, Governor Soludo simultaneously authorized, reactivated, and enabled the commencement of processing funding for industries and entrepreneurs through matching counterparty funding collaboration between Bank of Industry and Anambra State Government. The Anambra Small Business Agency, ASBA, has already disbursed over 700 million naira facilities only.
Anambra State Small Agency, via the Solution Governor, has been able to fund over 789 million naira within 8 months to these critical sectors. 33% went to the manufacturing and cottage industries. And then 36 went to trade and commerce. Of course, Anambra is known for trade and commerce. And then agriculture, we funded it to the tune of 25.8%, and then services, 5%. One fundamental things we've done right, and we are doing with the support of Mr. Governor, is that we give our fund to the people that really need it. Our mission is to help them from micro to small and medium, and from small to large enterprises.
This is a low-interest loan initiative targeted to support made in Anambra manufacturers.
The Soludo administration has really helped SMEs. Number one is by sustaining the Anambra State small business SMEs. Our members have continued to benefit from ASPA They have been very good partners to Nigerian Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, Anambra, and the governor has been of good help to SMEs, and we asked him to get up.
Working with the Anambra Internal Revenue Services and Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the state government, under Governor Soludo, has made hands-on commitment to systematically harmonize the various taxes paid by industries in the state and have ensured that collection of these taxes are done methodically without undue harassment of industries and their haulage trucks and vans.
So for the first time, we have a governor that feels the pains of manufacturer. He understands our pains. Maybe because of the vision of industrialization that he has for the state. He gives a listening ear to our problems and carries man along as a major stakeholder in his bid to fulfill his industrialization agenda for the state. An example of how responsive he is in the issue of revenue collection by touts. They were causing a lot of havoc in the state, and we had to complain. Immediately we complained, he intervened, and currently there is a harmonization of tax going on in the state, and he's also trying to use the digital method to collect the revenue. So these are ongoing in the state.
He's just like a God sent to the market, to the traders of Onitsha main market. The time he came in as governor, main market is suffering a lot of lapses. No good road network to the market. Our container always falls here and there. Does big refuse fill up every street? We try to move over the refuse. He organized a model for the refuse decongestion. We established 2 standard dumps for the market. The whole refuse was evacuated. Since then till now, nobody have ever seen rice being blocked again. Even some have forgotten the place where dump is because nobody traces the dirtiness of the street anymore. Then the roads, he just answered us as a father. All the roads leading to main market, about 5 of them, all those roads that leads people down here, all of them, you just get them tired. See all the towns that used to block here and there, disturbing our customers from entering the market. We picture them and push it to the anti-tout team that he created. We cooperated with the team. Before you know it, all the roads are free from the touts. He stopped all those things. Then inside here in the market, about 15 tolls are being collected from traders every day, daily basis. I stopped all the tolls, taking the footstep of our dynamic governor, who wants to bring real change to the state. So a lot of things, anything that we complain to him, he always answers to our prayer. So main market is the #1 beneficiary of Soludo government.
Incredible! Thanks to all these efforts, Anambra State is now #1 in ease of doing business ranking among the 17 Nigerian southern states, as evidently testified by renowned industrialists themselves. Let's see more. Under the dynamic leadership of Governor Soludo, the state government has strategically improved the relationship between the Ministry of Industry and the various federal government agencies that are critical in the areas of commerce, trade, and industry.
The government is deliberately prioritizing the needs of industry. We're engaged with industry in respect to power generation. They're involved in the solution process. We're engaged with NDPHC, Niger Delta Power Holding Company, EEDC, the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, and also GenSource, and other private sector players who are also looking to contribute to power generation in Anambra State. Concerted efforts are in place with specific timelines to ensure that there's a significant improvement in power generation and distribution in Anambra.
When the governor was sworn in during the transition committee period, we presented these ideas to him and he was very excited about it. But things happened, and now Anambra is now at the forefront because of the industrial and the commercial hubs. It's a fantastic opportunity to be one of the first states to provide power to those hubs. And once you've done that, you will now create more jobs in your state, more GDP growth, and all the things that come with it. So I think for me, Anambra State has done quite well in getting this done.
It has most expediently leveraged these relationships to ensure ease of doing business and benefit the industry leaders and startups in the state.
In terms of ease of doing business, he has co-opted members of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria into various relevant committees that promote the ease of doing business and so many other committees that support industrialization in the state. The governor understood that it would be difficult to get the state bustling with activities if the road networks are bad. He went on to construct and rehabilitate more than 247 kilometers of road networks in the state. That is unprecedented in 2 years, not minding the meager resources at his disposal. Mind you, some of them have not been in existence before, and they're not just constructing anyhow road, good quality roads. And so with this, manufacturers, farmers will be able to move their products from farm gate to the manufacturing gate and finished product from the manufacturing gate to the market. Another thing that he thought about, which I have to commend him, is this laying of more than 2,000 fiber optic cables that will support broadband internet access. You understand this if you move from Anambra State to Lagos State. You see the speed at which your phone is able to, access data and various information. If he is able to complete this feat, it will make communication, business activities, everything smoother. So it is going to improve the ease of doing business in the state.
Prominent is a deliberate engagement with Nigeria Economic Processing Zones Authority, NEPZA, to apply for the processing of approval for the creation of multi-purpose new free economic zones in Anambra State. Small Medium Enterprise Development Agency, SMEDAN, for grants as well as credit loan support to MSMEs. Nigeria Inland Waterways, NIWA, to budget for and to work towards the dredging of the River Niger. Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment, FMITI, to harmonize the implementation of federal government programs in Anambra State. Nigeria Investment Promotion Council, NIPC, and the Nigeria Export Promotion Commission, NEPC, to ensure export support policy implementation and that relevant activities are prioritized in the state. Consequent upon all these purposeful policies implemented, Anambra State has been ranked to be number 1 among 17 southern states of Nigeria in the Ease of Doing Business Index, and it is rated as number 7 overall in Nigeria. Several manufacturing firms in Anambra State have already demonstrated confidence in the improved quality of business policies under Governor Soludo by expanding their investments. Companies such as Innocent Vehicles Manufacturers, Tiger Foods, Dozie Group, Zobis Cables, Curtis Cables, Chris Oral Group of companies have continued to expand and grow their investments. New companies such as Melton Steel Industries, Seaman Industries, and much more have also been established.
The government of Soludo has deliberately made giant efforts in collaborating with the organized private sector in Anambra State to ensure ease of doing business. It has impacted positively on my business, specifically in the area of helping to solve the issue of multiplicity of taxes, the nightmare of I don't know whether to call them hoodlums or something. I'll just intersect your vehicle on the road and you're made to pay huge amounts of money over and over again without any receipts and all those stuff. So all these are becoming things of the past with the concerted effort of the state government, because at every point in time we get back to the government to say this is how we're filing. Critics is a member of Mary Chamber of Commerce. We are also a member of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, and from this platform we talk to the government. And the good thing is, every time we seek for attention, the government is readily available to listen, and we see our concerns being tackled. It's really a step in the right direction. So we see a governor that is sensitive to the need of the time. Yeah, he's a businessman. He understands the need for power. When you empower your people, they give you what you want. You understand? The government, I know, will do more when their IGR increases. If it doubles, they will do better. You understand? So the thing is, starts with the core people on ground. Empower them. Give them what they need to give you what you also need. And I think that's what he's doing. And it's good for him and good for us too, as members of the organized private sector.
We have seen improvement in security. This has improved the economic outlook of the state. Without adequate security, our employee and logistics won't have a safe place to earn a living or operate safely. We thank the governor for this. There is also improvement in the road infrastructure. This has significantly improved ease of movement for both our logistic operations and transportation of our people. With good road network, we are able to move our product within the state.
From the promises the governor has made, that we believed him. First of all, is about for us to survive in this time. It's all about vision, having a vision, having a resilience. Actually, Soludo is trying, but how I wish that he can bring those things that he said into reality. I think he will be the best governor so far.
I can tell you that Bridgehead Market is one of the beneficiaries of his developmental strides in Anambra State. We benefited a lot from the road he constructed from Niger Street. That is the major road we are using to enter our market. The other one at the Port Harcourt Road, we benefited a lot from there. This time around, goods can just enter market easily without any record of loss. Then, talk about solar street energy, street lights. He mounted at the service lane of Asaba Expressway. We are one of the beneficiaries because the solar street light serves as a security to our market. So we have benefited a lot from this administration. He's doing marvelously good, all round good.
Also, in partnership with Anambra Bureau of Statistics, the current administration of Governor Soludo has successfully enumerated nano industries in the state phase 1, as well as actively engaged with the concessionaire of Onitsha River Port and export industry development. The Onitsha River Port, which is an economic transformation enabler, has been designated as port of origin and port of final destination. Its further development through dredging of the River Niger is provided for the 2024 budget of the federal government for execution, and the Ministry of Industry is persistently following up to ensure that the port is prepared, ready and capable to serve the import and export needs of existing industries, especially the new ones to be built. Additionally, Governor Soludo's administration has actively worked to promote industrial growth in the automotive sector through introduction of the Anambra Mobility Solutions for Transport Industry Development through funding collaboration with Fidelity Bank's credit offer of 20 billion naira and 30 billion naira from First Bank. Furthermore, the goal of the current government is to innovatively, deliberately, purposefully and intentionally engineer the rise of international top 100 industries in Africa from Anambra State.
Once we can get into this heavy machinery industrialization, then truly Africa is rising. And I'm glad that you are patronized not only in Nigeria, but also now in a growing fashion in other African countries. This should be our pride. It's not only Anambra's pride, it should be Africa's pride.
Apart from purposefully establishing global cooperation and partnerships to enable Anambra State to become the preferred investment destination for industries and to serve as the specialty hub for manufacturing goods, trading logistics, and leading exporter of quality made in Anambra products to the world in Africa. Within the transformative economic environment created under the strong leadership of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, the highly competitive Anambra industries and the millions of rising SMEs will have all that they require to compete with the best industries globally.
You will call him a square peg in a square hole. I can assure you that he's not called Mr. Solution for nothing. It's on record that he was the first governor to sign an MOU with Afreximbank, and the intention is simple: to make sure that his vision of smart industrial city comes up alive. And of course, he's going to grow a lot of ecosystem and a lot of value chains around the ecosystems.
In conclusion, Governor Soludo's industrialization plan is a bold and ambitious move that seeks to transform the state's fortunes. He recognizes that the state has great potential and is committed to tapping into it fully. Ultimately, therefore, the governor's efforts have brought hope to the citizens of the state as they look forward to a brighter and more prosperous future. Under the stellar leadership of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo CFR, Anambra's industrial revolution is steadily on course. A fresh edition of Solution Footprints will come your way again next week. Follow us on our social media handles as Solution Footprints on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and Solution FP on X, formerly Twitter. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Ndibai Kemesian.
The only ones to make Anambra shine. Without